How do you meet Wayne? How do you link
How did
up
I
with Wayne?
meet? Back then it was the Nextels was popping, and then
Chirp chirp.
I ain't. But it was before my deal, so I ain't. Cam was tired of waiting for me to call him, so he gave me his phone. And bitches used to call rappers. So once I see, that's how I'm talking to T.I. before I was lit. I'm talking to T because T.I. want to talk to Cam, but he don't got Cam new number. So I'm like, nah, I got you. How you? But with Lil Wayne, it was almost the same thing. I told him who I was, like, yo, Cam not here, but this is such and such.
That's it.
And he wasn't Wayne.
Came out in
He
the
wasn't
back
the
fucking
Wayne
some
y'all
bitch.
see now. Like, he was more like, I did it really because he was nice, but I did it because he had a name and he was the youngest in Cash Money.
Yeah.
And I was the youngest in Dipset.
That makes sense.
Oh,
But when
shit.
he sent me his verse, I said, "Oh, this nigga stepping this shit up crazy."
Yeah, at that point,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
because at that point he
Like-
wasn't like that mixtape Wayne yet.
Yeah, nah.
Okay. We hit the club. Ripping on the old heat, purple in the air.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's your boy JR Writer, AK Zeus. I'm in the building, and right now you tuned into the Hip Hop Advocate Show. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
You see it, baby. Yo, damn, you know what I'm saying? A couple weeks ago, we had this man's brother,
Fred Money.
Fred Money. I call him Mr. Pause.
No, it's a Harlem thing.
It's a Harlem thing. Yo, we back at it on some Harlem shit. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Shit. Yo, we got a true spitter, true MC. You don't fuck around with them bars, man. The
Appreciate
metaphors,
that.
the similes.
Appreciate that.
Top
Like
notch.
I was saying earlier, I was heavy into Kangos on some pretty boy shit. And you said a line, son, about shit about to get ugly as a Kango. I threw that shit out the window.
I used to like Kangos back in the day when Biggie was doing them, but you know, certain
Yeah.
things get faded to me. It's
Yeah.
opinion, you know what I mean? You can still do your Kango.
Nah.
You still see
I
the
donated.
OGs
Still
at the
valid?
casinos rocking
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But they rock it to the back. I can't
Yeah, to the back.
To the back. That's wild.
Yeah, I donated them shits. I donated them joints, man. What's good, brother? How you feeling, man?
Feeling great.
Yo,
I'm
and not
happy
that
to
we
be here.
biased, but we got, you know what I'm saying? And he's Dominicano.
Ooh,
Yes,
let's
sir.
go.
Dominican heavy.
Y'all do solid.
You know what I'm saying? And the best out of the clique.
Yes, sir.
Not just because you
Appreciate
here.
it. You said that. I ain't
Nah,
say
nah,
that.
Talk about it.
It's
Appreciate
I
not-
it,
said
though.
that in Fred's episode.
Yeah.
I made it
that.
clear.
That's
You know,
dope.
not to be biased and just because you here, whatever. But yo, there was a time, it was a rough patch. You know, niggas in Queens were kind of like, yo, what's up with them Harlem niggas? And then, you know, when you came through, yo,
The bars,
the
right?
bars were like, yo, it's a different
Appreciate that.
beast, a different monster right here.
It's a different era, different time for hip hop.
Different
It
time.
was
Yo,
more
y'all,
pure, raw.
I feel like y'all changed the game.
Yeah,
in
we
that
definitely,
period.
we definitely, I mean, shift the culture. You know what I mean? We was like a cult at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man.
You know
That
what
shit
I
was a
mean?
huge
I done been
movement.
around the world off of Dipset, like Japan, Dolo, not with everybody else, just by myself.
And not only lyrically, but like fashion wise too.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, but Harlem that's just a regular thing. You might find a regular dude walking to the store, fly than a lot of the rappers out right now.
Yeah. They ain't doing the pajamas and chancletas now.
nah, they ain't getting caught slipping.
Nah. But you know, from the era of Dapper Dan to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shouts to Dapper Dan.
Yeah, that's Harlem, man. And you know, I mean, we Queens niggas adapt to shit too, man. You know.
Yeah.
The T's, I think that was y'all started the whole T shit, right?
Them long
4,
white
5,
tees.
6 X's. and
Oh
shit.
yeah, the Taliban tees.
The Taliban
Down to the
Yeah.
knees. Taliban tees down to the knees.
Yeah, I mean the throwback jerseys was like that too.
They had
the
the jerseys too.
throwbacks.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I mean. That was a style, baggy, everything baggy.
Baggy shit.
You know what I mean?
It's
That
crazy.
shit was-
You look back, yo.
Just look back, yeah. I look back
Look
at my
crazy.
old videos, like pictures, like this is crazy.
I found I had an Irving joint. It had the 32, the blue, the All-Star game joint.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Phillies joint.
Yo, I try to throw that shit on. That shit was up to my knees. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
I
was
still rock
rocking this
my shit. I had
Get
the
it
Hawks
tailored, get it
official
Pajama.
joint.
That's a pajama.
Word.
Get that shit
Yeah.
tailored, yo.
Yo, JR, but now that we got you here, bro, we super hyped about it.
Well, we was fanning out for a bit, but you know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely, man.
Well,
So everybody knows you in the hip hop world. We got a specific question for you. When do you fall in love with hip hop?
when I fell in love with hip hop as far as music, being a fan or as actually writing it.
that inspired you to start getting into it.
I would say like Wu-Tang era.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Wu-Tang, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style album era,
Yeah.
classic.
Meth, Ray. You know what I
Video,
mean?
video music box was the only shit that we could access because MTV still wasn't even playing real
Yeah,
hip hop
Biggie,
shit.
Big L. You know what I'm
Big
saying? Pac. You know, it was a lot of dope MCs from back then. That you know what I mean? You know, just changed the game. Period.
Mhm.
Compared to what artists is doing now. Not to knock nobody.
Yeah.
It just was a different time.
What was the first instrumental you rhymed to? Yeah, you wrote
Damn,
to?
I don't know if I remember that. But I know one of my favorites was probably like one of my first freestyles is probably to the what's that joint? Outkast beat.
Outkast, Southern Playalistic.
Damn, what's
The
that?
shit with
Watch the punch or damn, what's the name of that shit? I
You
forgot
remember the
name.
rhyme?
I don't even remember the song that they rapped on, but I remember that beat. It's just like a beat for every rapper. Like, I mean, once they hear it, it's like, yeah, now I'm gonna go off on this.
Yeah.
But
not the shit with Slick Rick.
nah, I don't know. It wasn't even that far back. Yeah, I did Beanie Joint. I was just doing like whatever was popping back then because I had other rappers, dope rappers that I was looking up to, and I'm following protocol. Okay, they was doing remixes without even asking permission. It's like I'm doing this record, it's going on the radio, boom. So whatever beat was popping, you know
That
what I'm saying?
mixtape era, right?
Yeah, in that mixtape era. Shit,
Yeah.
I remember like
G-Unit.
I just said that on my new album, something about CDs, but you know, CD era was different.
Oh
When
shit.
people was coming outside, it's a difference when you
Yeah.
could get somebody to purchase an album like on a phone
Yeah.
versus leaving your house to stand
To go
on
get
a
the
long ass
shit.
line.
Yeah.
That's when they really buying into you.
Yeah. Nah. Me personally, I used to love waiting for my man to get home from the store. He would go every Tuesday. He would cop them CDs, and I'm like, I'll just wait for my man to get them. We'll listen together.
I buy the real album with a couple mixtape bootlegs mixed in. But I
That
always
shit
bought.
that shit felt good to walk in, like to look at Spotify. Maybe it felt good for like an up and coming artist to see it first time on Spotify, but it's a difference when you walking into HMV or one of them
Wow,
record stores
yeah.
and
To
you
see your
a
name
whole-
on the record.
You see a billboard, like you standing there, a whole body with all of your shit, and
Hell
damn
yeah.
near all of them is sold out. It's a different feeling, especially if you were like if that was your dream when you was young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's somebody that when you was young growing up that you looked at with the music shit that you inspired you?
I would say
That you was
Cam,
around.
Mace. Oh, that I was around.
Yeah, like when you was like
Fred
10,
the
11 years
Godson.
old.
Ooh, Fred.
shit.
Damn.
I was around Fred when I was 16 or 15.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like he was like they was trying to get us signed. We was down with some crew called Loose Cannons, and they brung like we was first how I met Fred. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson.
Yo,
How
rest
I
in
met
peace,
him.
man.
I was in the back of St. Nick Projects in Harlem, and across the street is what's that club, Fred? It's not. It's the old rooftop. But anyway, after the club came out, yeah, maybe it's called Zip Code. But after the club came out, it was a bunch of us out there just rapping because that was the time where ciphers was lit.
Yeah.
Like you can't even ask nobody. Let
Niggas
me
be
hear
scared.
something anymore.
Niggas be
Yo,
scared.
they don't rhyme.
Yeah, it's like,
Nah.
They be like, nah.
it's like, yo, let me let you hear something. You know what I mean? Take their phone out or something.
Yeah.
We do that shit everywhere we go. We make
Nowadays, when a
bring
nigga
it
be
in.
like, yo, he nice. All right, tell me what he said.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
one
we-
line he said?
Quote him, right?
Because
Quote him.
all my favorite rappers, I know all their lines. But anyway, I had seen D and Y from the Rough Riders, and Rough Riders was super lit, on fire at the time. So a few of us rapped. It was people from Brooklyn, Bronx, everywhere. Fred the Godson was one of the people that stood out because he had a unique flow, unique voice. Just even how he looked is
His
just
delivery
he
was
just
crazy.
stands
Yeah,
out.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And no one heard that type of flow. But after that, it's just like back then, if you was nice, other nice rappers in the street would get cool with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just funny like that. It's just like
Nah,
if
niggas
I
will
met
crew up.
somebody that
Niggas will
was
crew
nice
up.
and he knew I was nice, it's just like Loaded Lux, T-Rex, everybody that I met that was nice, we got cool, kicked it, rapped or whatever. But that's how me and Fred the Godson got cool because after that day, the niggas he was with that invested into him see me on 135th. I was with my man Puff. Shouts to Puff. We was sitting on the crates on 135th and 8th Ave, and they pulled up. They like, yo, you was the young boy that was rapping on 8th the other day, such and such, or on 7th the other day. I'm like, yeah. So they like, yo, we want to put you in the studio. This and that. So
That was the old way of finding talent.
yeah, outside for
Crazy.
real.
That was the
You know what I'm
original
saying?
DMs right there.
That was the original outside.
Yeah.
Like, when
the farm
fans
system,
had
yo.
to come outside, when rappers had to come out, it's different.
Really,
But anyway,
really be outside.
Yeah, but so yeah, they pulled up on me and they invested into us, had me battle a few people, and we got some meetings, and the meetings didn't go well, so we parted ways. I told Fred the Godson, yo, I spit for Cam, because somebody introduced me to Cam, my man Puff, through Luca Brasi. Shouts to Brasi.
That was my next question. How you got together with Cam?
Yeah, so I was already lit in the street, and so as far as rapping goes, like I would jump in ciphers, whether it's at my school, which is in the hood as well, or in the projects. It's like I end up creating a name for myself, and that's what it was back then. It's like certain people had certain areas. It's like with gangbanging, it's like this is such and such block.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He go crazy. But like Loaded Lux had a section, J Mills, me, T-Rex downtown. It's everybody had their own, like, I'm the nicest over here. You know what I'm saying? So I got hot in the street because I got so much
the
to
smoke,
say. I got
yeah.
so much, and I got
It's the smoke,
so
nigga.
much. I got so much history in my head, and I'm always recording, so I don't really do too much interviews. So when my last interview was Vlad. When I get the chance to speak my mind, it's, you know what I mean?
You got time, man.
Yeah. But anyway,
let it loose.
he said get loose. That was
Hey
crazy.
yo, I started. It just I was. I counted.
Cannon.
No,
Yo, we went in for a few. You know what I'm saying before the yo.
So-
We did well. We did
so-
well.
pause
We did
that.
well.
So yeah, that's why I was talking about battling, because I got hot in the street, and in my area, it was some dudes that had the bread out there. You know what I'm saying? So they start putting me in the studio. My man Chizo, my man Puff, they had the hot shots. It was like a whole group, bunch of us rapping or whatever. And after a while, us being just in the studio, dropping like freestyles just for the neighborhood, not even on real mixtapes. I told my man Vonnie, my man Puff, who put me in the studio originally, I told him, like, yo, you know this dude, because he knew everybody in Harlem. A lot of niggas knew him. He go out, he fresh, you know what I mean? Young nigga.
You was always on scene.
So niggas, I'm like, yo, Cam just said, because Cam always been one of my favorite rappers. So when Cam says some dude, Luca Brasi, 145th, I'm like, this nigga Puff gotta know this nigga. I don't know. I'm young as hell though. So
connected
he
like
like he
that.
ended up
16?
he ended up knowing him. So he like, yo, I'm gonna bring you up there. So I spit for Brasi, and Brasi like, yo, I'm gonna put you on the cam. Just start coming up here and fuck around. So I came up there, like, it was times where I would walk up there.
Oh shit.
From like 10 blocks, 15 blocks. But
At what
cause I was just hungry. Like,
At
this
what
is-
point from there was it that Cam took you to Hot 97 and you spit that freestyle?
That was
nigga,
which one though?
You was your first. I think it was the first time you ever went up on Hot 97.
You talking about when I went for 6 minutes?
Yeah, that you
That's
went
the
off.
second time.
That's the second time?
That was a year after the first time. The first time I went up there.
Because, nigga, you was hungry, nigga.
Yeah,
Like, you heard that shit in your voice.
I'm still hungry. I'm always hungry.
That's what keeps you going.
Yeah, no, that was my second time. The first time it was me, Jim, Jewels, and Cam. Nobody else. And that's when Jewels said the what's that line? I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all talk about what he said.
Damn, now I'm gonna have to go look for that shit.
Yeah, nah, he said some crazy shit. Just check it. Yeah, he said some crazy shit. But you talking about the 6 minutes? That was my second time, but that was
just you and Cam.
first time shaking the radio. The first time was like, yo, who that? Oh shit! Like the freestyle was on K Slay. Rest in peace, K Slay, because he's one of the first people to believe in me too. But the freestyle was on K Slay shit, but it wasn't like lit. Like it just was like a hood thing where it's like, damn,
the niggas that know and heard it was hype, nigga, because I was hype when I heard that.
No,
shit.
the second one. I'm talking about the first
one.
one.
Oh, the first,
yeah. The second one. That's when I really like everybody like.
Because it's like you went like Cam took you there like to
no Cam ain't no
to show you. But
we had just got off a tour and Cam was making us battle each other. I used to battle Jim and Jewels in front of Cam.
Oh shit.
Cam was the judge, and then somebody else from Def Jam is the judge. Wow. And
like
it's called 6 o'clock showdown. Not on some real shit though. Like niggas is getting. I mean, like even though we wasn't getting really mad, but it was like
we get heated.
We
sometimes?
was going at it. You know what I'm saying? But it was called 6 o'clock showdown, and Cam would hype it up. Every day at 6 o'clock, we would have to rap. You know what I mean? It'd be like 3 judges or whatever. So after we came off the tour doing that, we had so many rhymes just off of battling, and because we would be like, it would be like, all right, so this person got to battle this person today. So we'll be in the corner of the tour bus writing rhymes like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this nigga. So when we came off the road and we went to the radio, we was already locked and loaded. But I had a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm always locked and loaded.
It was like you had so much built in, and you let that shit out in that moment.
What was built in was no homo was yeah, you going crazy too though. Nah, it was him first.
Hey yo,
I'm waiting on you next. Well, look,
he didn't want to talk. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna let nothing slip out.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say before I say it, man.
Nah, but What you was the question?
Nah, I'm saying like you felt like you let off a lot of steam. Let me clean that up.
Jesus,
you let off a lot of steam.
Yeah. Nah, I get what you saying.
When you went off.
Nah, what was irking me that day was I found out that same day in the morning that my song with Cam and McGruff, shouts to McGruff, didn't get cleared to make the album. Diplomatic Immunity 1. Yeah, I did that record. You know, that was my first look there.
That right there, like, cause it's happened. Like we've done that shit internally, like within us. Like we'll do a song with somebody. Like we did a song one time with somebody, and we're like, yo, that shit it wasn't up to par, so we took it out.
Right.
But that shit happens on the reg. Like you letting that shit know, like that shit happens on a bigger scale. Like
yeah, no, it wasn't about on up to par. It was me, Cameron, and McGruff. It was crazy. It was just that the beat didn't get cleared.
The
sample, yeah. I thought you knew what I was
talking
talking about.
I thought you meant they took you off the song, nigga.
Like, yo, everybody go through it.
Yo, this shit happens, though.
Yo, he was trying to say your verse was the weakest.
Yo,
what the fuck, yo?
He said your verse was doodle.
It's not that, because there be niggas, niggas be hating.
No, but
too.
you're right about that. I just
hating.
never went through that. I never literally, like I'm being. That's
like,
I never went through that.
I ain't never went through
but
that.
But I know, personally we've done it.
I know people go through that, especially if you're dealing with a big time artist. It's like you gotta respect it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But no, that wasn't the case. It was the beat didn't get cleared. The sample inside the beat didn't get cleared, so they ended. And that was the only record I did recently in Hit Factory. I don't know if y'all remember that studio. Yeah. So I was already tight. So I'm like, yo, I'm about to go black.
Ooh, okay.
You know what
That's
I mean?
that motivation.
So I went up there and went crazy. You know what I mean?
You had the battery.
So I got a great question for you. Being that you were one of the early members in Dipset,
right
at this moment, do you see any other crews nowadays that resemble the way y'all used to be?
What today?
That
Yeah.
are relevant today. Yeah.
There's a lot of dope crews, but not like us.
There you go.
It's not like us.
I
I like Griselda.
Yeah, I was
Those
gonna say
niggas-
Griselda is the
Griselda's
probably the
fire.
only
But
movement
Griselda
out
was
there.
hard. It's more like a smaller version of Wu-Tang. Like them niggas, they more hard.
But it's
Yeah,
they
yeah.
unique.
We was doing whatever, like
Party.
we do records with everybody.
Yeah.
Like
Anthems.
I had Lil Wayne in the Heights.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
niggas wasn't doing records, even though because he was a big artist. Niggas wasn't doing records with Lil Wayne. Niggas wasn't really New York artists wasn't really stepping out to do like bouncy records and South records. Like
I think y'all played a big part in expanding the South,
yeah,
like worldwide, because y'all were bringing artists. Y'all were doing collabs with artists
yeah.
like from all over.
T.I. Shouts to T.I. T.I. used to call my phone like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lil Flip, like Slim
Lil
Dog.
Flip, he's a ill freestyler too.
Yeah, like, you know, when I first met Flip, he was in the studio with Cam. They was just going back and forth, knocking out, like seeing who could rap, who could write the fastest verse. Word, and they was going back and forth. 10 records or something. 12
See, that's the
records.
exercise I be trying to get young niggas on. Y'all niggas,
I got 3 books, man.
We had some of our viewers. We let them know that you were going to be on the show, and a few of them asked, "How do you meet Wayne? How do you link
How
up
did
with
I
Wayne?"
meet? Back then, it was the Nextels was popping, and then
Chirp, chirp.
it was before my deal, so Cam was tired of waiting for me to call him, so he gave me his phone. And bitches used to call rappers. So once I see, that's how I'm talking to T.I. Before I was lit. I'm talking to T because T.I. want to talk to Cam, but he don't got Cam new number. So I'm like, nah, I got you. How you? But with Lil Wayne, it was almost the same thing. I told him who I was, like, yo, Cam not here, but this is such and such.
That's it.
And he
Word,
wasn't
right?
Wayne.
Came out in
He
the
wasn't
back
the
fucking
Wayne
some
y'all
bitch.
see now. Like, he was more like, I did it really because he was nice, but I did it because he had a name and he was the youngest in Cash Money.
Yeah.
And I was the youngest in
That
Dipset.
makes sense.
Oh,
But when
shit.
he sent me his verse, I said, "Oh, this nigga stepping this shit up crazy."
Yeah, at that point,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
because at that point he
Like-
wasn't like that mixtape Wayne yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
After he started fucking with us and doing records, he went crazy on the remix run in the city, everywhere. Like,
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
rubbed off on him.
now
No
I don't
pause.
even think
Pause.
Wayne even
Pause.
fuck with New York. Like I don't think he go to Hot 97. I don't think he been there
Nah.
in years.
Nah.
Shouts to Wayne.
I don't
too,
think he
though.
ever been there.
Cause Wayne definitely had me
Lil
come
Wayne.
out when I first came home too. Showed me love.
Man. Yeah, man.
That's
No.
crazy. All right, I would have never thought that.
Yeah, I did. People don't really know, but I did like 4 or 5 records with Wayne. Anytime I would call him, he could be on the road. He'd be like, "Yo, I got the studio on a tour bus, but I'm gonna knock it out." I'm like, "Oh, you on tour? I bet hit me." 30 minutes later, done.
See an email.
Fred had a little story about y'all with Wayne that
What's
he
that?
was doing like an interview for the
ESPN.
football game on ESPN.
Oh
when y'all were
yeah,
there.
watching the Packers game. Yeah.
That's crazy. That was
Yeah.
a crazy story.
That's next level shit right there, man.
Yeah, everybody was in the studio too, except for Drake. Nicki was there. A few people.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
So right now, guys, I think it's a good time. I mentioned it to you off camera. Every time we got a guest on the show, we always ask them what's their top 5.
Copy.
So I think right now it's time, right, fellas? Yo, it's time for JR Ryder's top 5.
The Emperor, man.
Greatest of all time. Check it out, y'all. Giving y'all the best.
As we go a little something like this.
No specific order, but I'll give you the top 5. I would
Not to
say
offend anybody.
Dipset, you know, 'cause I helped build that. The Locks, G Unit, Wu-Tang,
Ooh.
and it's no specific order. One more,
One more. That's the
Mob D. Oh,
Oh.
no, Rough Riders was a label.
I
The
thought you was
right-
talking Cruise.
Yeah, oh, Cruise.
That's
Okay.
why I was like, Rough
Now,
Riders.
Rough Riders was like Miami Heat when D Wade and everybody met, like LeBron,
Yeah.
because Jadakiss was originally Bad Boy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it was more like an all-star team over there with Kiss,
Exactly.
DMX, like
Nigga.
the
Yeah,
Locks.
the cheat code right there.
Yeah, it was the cheat code. It
That
was
Rough
like,
Riders movement to me was, I mean, y'all nigga shit, G Unit, but Rough, like, favorite, because DMX is my favorite artist all the time. And that movement, the Rough Riders movement, when they came on the scene, especially when that Rough Riders anthem dropped. Because Rough Riders anthem dropped, I think, after Get At Me Dog. Get At Me Dog was, Get At Me, yeah, that was like the first shit, that shit in the tunnel. That
But
video.
before we move on, we still need his
He
last
said,
one.
He said Mobb Deep.
Nah, he said.
Oh, you said Mobb Deep?
I cut him off, Mobb Deep. He went to
MOB,
Queens, baby.
Mobb Deep, there you go.
My
And that right there, you
shout
heard
out
it.
your rest in peace, Prodigy. Shouts to Havoc too, cause he sent me some beats and shit.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
word.
my guy, yeah,
Yo,
legend.
Havoc.
He always show love.
Y'all heard it right here. That's J.R. Ryder's top 5 rap groups.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
He had a project with Styles P that dropped a while ago.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
That was
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
he's still nice.
they're going
Like
in, man.
producers is like, you could produce to you 80. It don't matter as
Yeah.
long as
Yeah.
you
No
don't
time
sound
limit
hot.
on that shit.
Hell yeah.
You don't gotta use your voice and show your face. You know?
Even rapping, even you an MC, it don't matter. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
to me, yeah, it don't matter. You know what it is? It comes from the 90s. I swear it was like something that got put in the air where it was like a thing to not rap past a certain age. I don't know if it was whole certain rappers was like, you know what I mean? Even Drake. Drake is he's not even nowhere near the 90s, but he said it mad times. I remember 5 years ago, he like, I forgot, he said I wouldn't be rapping in my 30s, and you know what I mean? He's 35,
He
36.
ain't doing it
37.
now.
Yeah, like,
I mean, the best albums right now coming out from dudes that are in their
Yeah.
40s and 50s.
The-
Man.
right.
Nas,
The
Jay-Z
legends,
still-
Yeah,
the legends
Nas,
are still
yeah.
dropping the best album.
Nas now, I think he resurfaced. Like he's picking better beats, and I think he's taking his time now. Like it's just fuck that.
A lot of the industry today is more single driven. Dudes don't even drop a whole body of work because they want to test. They want to test a single to see how it's gonna do out there.
it's
But then
coming back.
eventually that shit don't. I mean,
but that's the old formula too. It just
yeah, that was
more
old formula.
footwork.
But
It was
niggas ain't
more-
even like compacting it together with more shit.
because not a lot of rappers like say you could have a bunch of hot singles, but a single like a artist with hot singles is not the same as an artist with a hot album. As far as like people might love your songs, but they're not gonna buy a whole album from you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rappers like that where it's like I don't want to hear a whole joint from them. You know what I mean?
It gets tiring.
They just love that one song when they in the club,
Or maybe two songs, or maybe
two.
3 songs. But an album is more like intimate. Like it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
It's more personal. It's more like you got to buy into that artist to want to listen to a whole album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it for a lot of niggas. Like, not today.
Look, I went back when like KRS dropped that. I think this is like the third time I mentioned that shit.
I am
KRS
MC.
One dropped that album, the I Am MC Are You. And I was listening to that shit throughout, and I'm like, yo, this nigga every song kept getting better and better. And it was like a storyline because he had, it was just him and one producer the whole album. I forgot the producer's
That's
name. But it was like they were storylining the whole recording session.
It was special. I mean, even the credits when you open up the booklet.
Yeah.
You looking at the shout outs like, oh shit, he shouted out fucking DMX or he shouted out Jay-Z. Wow.
Sometimes they had the lyrics on the back too.
Yeah, it's like then you
Yeah.
got pictures where it's like that's how mixtapes was. You
Mhm.
open them up, it was like the '90s type of look where you see different pictures of us in the studio
Yep.
back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just a little different.
That's the
now.
way to
That,
sell
that
it.
was like the Instagram for artists and shit. Like you think about it, like yo, you seeing pictures, you seeing who they fuck with, like yo, all the special thanks and all that.
Yeah,
That's the most you got from artists.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah,
today.
yeah.
it was more mystery around
Yeah,
the
more the
artists. It was like
mystery.
it was just like.
The mystique is gone.
Yeah, it's
the
like,
mystique is
nigga,
gone.
I remember seeing, because I never saw a rapper at that age. I remember seeing Craig Mack. And it wasn't like I wasn't a Craig Mack super, I only know that one Flavor in Your Ear and
yeah.
one more of a joint. But to see him, I remember I used to just want to talk to you if you fucking a receptionist at RCA or one of these labels. Like, what? I just want to rap for you real quick. I used to look in the yellow book and fucking call different labels and just rap for the receptionist.
Crazy.
Like word.
Grinding, bro. Grinding.
That's
yellow-
I
fucking.
didn't
That's
care about
determination, my
grinding, bro.
nigga.
Yeah.
That's determination, my nigga.
But I was so young that it's different if you're doing it as an adult because then it's like you have a goal in mind and you trying to really talk to an exec. I was so scared. I probably after rapping hung up. I was just happy with that. I just rap for violators.
Wow.
Ooh,
They be like, "Damn, hold up, I didn't even say my name. Fuck.
they might call this number back.
Yo, crazy. But you
Nah,
mentioned
but that's real shit though. That's why it's so fucking funny. Cause yo, nigga, that's.
But
That's
that's
when
how
the
much
niggas
I love
hungry, like,
rap.
that's
I
the
love
kind of
hip hop so
mentality you
much.
got.
It's like
yeah.
I had turntables and never even knew how to use them. I just love everything about hip hop.
Yo, but that feeling right there, like yo, even rhyming to A&R, an executive, whatever. Yo, that's a feeling like an up and coming artist that's trying to do it. We see a JR writer like, yo, that's JR, yo, and be like, damn, hesitant. Yo, let me go spit for him, or if he's gonna hear, yo, let me hand him a CD.
Yeah.
And you have a skit on one of your joints.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace, my man Murph.
Writers Block 3.
Yeah. My man Murph. Yeah.
Yo, there's a skit when the dude's talking trash, man. He's like, yo, but then you come through and he's trying to give you a CD.
Yeah.
As soon as he leaves, you're like, yeah, no doubt. Yo, throw that shit
See,
out.
that's another 90s thing. Skits. You know what I mean? Skits.
Skits. Yeah,
like,
we talk
yo,
about that shit all the time. My man
Cam
loves
kept
skits.
that shit alive. He had the funniest skits. So,
Yeah.
you know, I learned from that.
that's a
I was a
dying
sponge.
art,
I was
man.
a sponge around them. So different little things I learned. But I also learned not to, it's just not to emulate, but like to do your own thing, but
Yeah.
just to get inspired. Because we used to have that, like where it's like all of us would be standing around and we'll start rapping. And we so competitive that Cam or somebody would come out like Clippery. Rel said that already. That was why you stole that from Rel. Like it was.
Wow.
Look,
You know what I mean?
albums I had the
competitive.
illest skits, the Infamous album and a Capital Punishment albums. Like those
Wu-Tang
skits,
album.
the
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang albums.
What?
Like the skits,
That was
but they
legendary.
weren't trying. Like it was just shit. Like they was
Sew
just
your asshole
doing-
closed and
they
keep
was showing
feeding
the-
There was a lot of
they was-
AOs in.
Right?
Yeah, that
shit
was crazy.
Yeah,
They
Right.
were
Yeah.
showing their character, like the personality. That's what a skit does. Like
Yeah.
lets people come into that world, like your world.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Like, if you love a rapper, like you want to know everything about him, of an MC. The music, you could get to know him one way, but with the skits, you get to find out if he's funny. You know,
If he has
Like,
a
what-
character.
If he got personality.
Personality.
I mean,
so as a fan, you're gonna love that.
Yo, but how many CDs you threw out?
how many CDs?
The niggas was giving you and shit. Yo,
What you mean?
Like, yo, listen to my shit, Jay.
Oh, lie.
He threw him like a frisbee.
No. Throw him out. I wouldn't disrespect.
He said a lot.
I wouldn't, not in front of nobody. It's just, you know
Breaking
what I mean?
buds
I throw
on
'em
it.
out.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. And it might sound like some arrogant shit, but I sometimes only want to listen to myself. And sometimes it's like, I don't even believe in this generation. Like as far as hip hop goes.
Nowadays, yeah.
I don't feel like people rap as much, like write as much as me. I don't think there's a lot of rappers that do though. Don't get it twisted. A lot of niggas that's nice,
Mhm.
but majority of rappers don't do it every day.
Nah.
Like I do it every day, and if I miss a day, it's weird. It's like I ain't sleep for a day.
Mhm.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
That's what the
That's real
Advocates
talk.
is about.
Yeah, we are, but I think now the new MC, the rappers or whatever, they too focused on the social media aspect. Yo, I gotta post a picture before
Yeah,
rapping,
yeah,
before
nigga-
writing a verse.
Niggas are more worried about the image than the music. And the
But at the
art.
same time, too, it's the gatekeepers, the people that really
Yeah.
control what's gonna go viral or what's gonna
Oh.
go on the biggest playlist. They kind of
Wait,
like
hold up. We're gonna talk about the Illuminati right now.
Nah, not that. Yeah, the Illuminati. Yeah,
We gonna
nah.
talk about that? Right now?
No, we ain't talking about
Nah,
that.
nah. It's
Yeah.
not.
I ain't never seen no Illuminati shit.
So you don't believe?
But
in
I
none of
believe
shit.
that there's, certain people in power, with they call the Illuminati because they're the illuminated ones and they have the hidden knowledge.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I just don't feel like all that secret society shit. They kill you, the devil and the soul. No.
Yeah, I don't believe in
I
that.
feel like
That's
it
all
is a
bullshit.
secret group of people that's privy to certain
Yep.
things that nobody else know about. Yeah, that's that's
There's
believable.
definitely conversation. There's a higher, like just like the government has a higher power. There's a certain group in the hip hop world that controls the image of hip hop.
Yeah.
on a daily basis. Like where it's going, you know, that whole history is all controlled by somebody. The image and it's
Big facts. Big facts.
is a big battle to fight.
Yo, but
That shit is rigged.
Yeah.
Like hip hop, as far as like they hijacked hip hop a long
Mm-hmm.
time ago, and that's why a lot of artists really slow down making music and are doing, you know,
They're getting the money
worse
other
than
ways.
what they was doing before financially. Because first when iTunes came out, and I love all platforms, I'm with it, but when iTunes first came out, I remember Hove complaining because it's like, if I put out an album, don't sell 2 or 3 songs for $1, because now you letting people pick and choose. Now they don't even have to buy the whole album. They just get the 2 songs they heard on the radio, and they run with that.
Word.
So that's kind of slowed things down with hip hop. Then came the streams. Like, who made these rules up? 1,600 streams is one album sale, and
You heard
all
about
this-
the whole fucking lawsuit that this nigga from Black Sheep.
They still doing that? They
That
still
shit's
going?
still going on. There's a class action lawsuit going on because especially artists in the 90s and the early 2000s, there wasn't nothing written in contracts that spoke to the language of streaming music. And now streams is the majority of how music is listened to.
right.
And the ones that are eating off these streams because of the ads, the ad money they're getting paid on is from fucking the streaming. The streaming money, I'm already fucking
You
getting
saying
mixed up.
Spotify? You saying like the digital companies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
digital.
they're eating off of that. So the whole lawsuit is artists.
They not just the ads though. They eat off of data. That's the real.
data,
That's the real money.
everything. They eat off of
Data.
all that shit, but
Yeah.
they're the big companies, the Spotify's, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and all love to them all. But they're the ones, you know, they pretty much they set the price, and
Right.
everybody else follow. Whoever was first at it set that mark.
Yep.
Everybody else follow suit.
That
Yeah,
shit
and then
is
you
doo-doo.
gotta have a machine behind you, but you know,
There's a
It's-
lot of shit going on with that.
We had
shit
the
now with
link, we had the printout of like what they give you for per stream, and that shit is like 0.00125. Like
yeah, who
Like-
made that up?
Who made
that shit is
up?
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and they lock those prices.
And
up.
then and it's like, you
Those
know, with
numbers
the stock market,
Yeah.
you got the SEC to regulate it, right?
Right.
But with hip hop, you have nobody to come in and say, nah, why is it 1,600 streams for one album? Say,
That's
like,
Exactly.
why Hov-
Why
that's
is it
Hov
000?
started, what was
Tidal.
the shit there? Tidal. He was trying to get in that.
Yeah,
shit-
that
shit-
pays mostly.
that
That
shit
pays
went
the
away
most,
now.
but nobody really rocks.
I mean,
with
but
Tidal.
he
Who uses
sticks to
Tidal?
the code too. He sticks to the rules too because he's a businessman.
Yeah, he's
so
corporate.
yeah, it's
You have to.
it's he pays
You
the
gotta blend
most,
in.
but it's still in a sense.
Yeah, it's still
it's
still
in the
pennies.
pennies, bro.
It's still pennies.
Still
You got to
in the
be a
pennies.
chameleon and blend in to make change, so you can work your way when you're in and work, and you can make the change that needs to get
You
done.
either gotta have money for campaigns, or you gotta. It's like hitting the lotto, go viral.
Mhm.
Wow, the
That is
viral
in a
movement.
lot of-
Viral, going viral and for free, and you just out of nowhere, TikTok, bang, you lit. That's like 1 in a million.
The
But
old-
as far as
yeah.
like if you an artist trying to come up,
Yeah.
invest into campaigns, learn that. That's how you beat niggas. That's how you cut corners.
One great thing you guys had was that the campaigning, the budget. Y'all had crazy budget. Like the videos was fucking movies.
Right.
And my man did our music. He was, you know what I'm saying, checking out your catalog, and he found some pictures, man.
I was spying, do some shit.
Yeah, he was creeping, yo. He was creeping. He was hey, yo, pause.
so
Nah,
pretty
I'm
much,
trying to see where you going with
pretty
it.
much, what he's trying to say. We've been anticipating you coming over here. We got some pictures of you
Word.
doing some stuff.
He was digging in the crates. Hey, yo.
Is that a pause?
Crates,
or
nah,
not?
he put the
digging the
crates on there. He
crates.
put the
All
crates on
right,
there.
cool. And pretty much, I got the
If
pictures.
you would have left it alone, then it would have been a problem.
Yo, we learning.
Learning.
Yo,
And
moving
pretty much,
through.
we just want you to let the viewers know what you're up to. And this right here is called Searching for JR.
Right up.
Going up. You might know what it is.
Yes, sir. That was a Birdcore video shoot
Yeah.
on 204 and Post in the Heights. Shouts to my Dominicanos. You know what
Yo,
it is.
shout out to Cito 207.
Hello, manos.
Yeah.
But that's me, Cam, Jewels, and Lil Wayne. That's when I had Lil Wayne out there. Where actually Cam called him after he heard that I did a record with him and had him come out. I ain't even know he was gonna be there.
You had like Dame, and a bunch more people.
Dame
out there, right?
Dash, yeah, like Cam.
That was also around that time with the Jewels and Lil Wayne era with the Can't Feel My Face.
Nah, that was before.
That was before that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't think Jewels had a song with Lil Wayne.
He was in it.
before.
But wait,
He was
so
there.
what year was that?
That was 05,
05,
yeah,
yeah, nah, yeah.
05.
I'm thinking like 08, 09.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
way before.
I think
Damn.
the only person that had a song with Lil Wayne was Cam. He had
Nori had one too.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about in
no,
Dipset, inside
oh,
Dipset.
okay.
No,
Cam
you
was the
talking
only
about
one.
the Cash Money song on Nori's album, old album.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. I got another one over here.
Monsters
R.I.P.
over here.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. That was the last time I seen my guy
Wow.
at Heatmaker's studio, Arsonist. Shouts to Arsonist. We had knocked out like 2 or 3 records because he got a studio right next door to Arsonist in the same building.
I'm
So,
sure.
Yeah, we were supposed to do like a whole tape, but you know what I mean. Didn't
Wow,
happen.
you and Fred?
Yeah. That's
would've
my
been
guy. I mean,
awesome.
we already did tapes. Like I was in a group with him. I was in a
Right.
label with him early. I mean, when I was young, 14,
The Loose
15.
Cannons, right? That was the Loose Cannons shit.
14, 15 years old.
And I gotta say it again. One of the toughest bars that I heard was that he said, "I'm so ahead of my time. I'm babysitting my mother." You know, I heard that, and I don't know who I was anymore for a while, and it took me some time to get back. Man.
Lost
You know,
track, the time.
I'm back. All right, let's move on to the
That
next
nigga
one.
had you in your source.
For real. And we're gonna take it to something a little more recent, which was fucking fire.
Oh, shouts to Royce the 5'9". Yeah,
Royce.
I actually went to Detroit to shoot that. Yeah, he showed me wow hospitality. Like, you know what I mean? It was dope. Not my first time, but like my first time in a long time in Detroit. And what's my guy name? How am I forget? Nah. But anyway, yeah, they showed me love. They passed me a bottle of Dom Perignon once I walked in the studio.
Oh,
He had a
man.
dope studio. He showed me around. He had like podcast room and stage production room, studio.
That's why you neglected our drink because it ain't Don P.
Nah,
we got
nah,
you,
nah,
yo.
nah,
Let's
nah.
order some Don P.
Next
man.
time we got him. Next time.
Yeah, my guy Juan. Shouts. I'm gonna forget my guy Juan. My guy Juan, he's a legend too. You know what I mean? But he had set me out first time meeting him. He like, yo, you know, just showing me wild love and hospitality. Shouts to them. But yeah, that was a dope. That was. We did that same day.
And you already had a relationship with Royce the 5'9" before the track?
Nah,
Or
I
you
just
doing
hit
it?
him. I just hit him.
That's fire, man.
And you know what I mean? Usually when I
Royce
hit
is nice.
Yeah,
Usually
he's
when I
nice.
hit certain rappers, because I'm not going to hit like a little baby. I just don't. It would be dope to. I'll kill a song. You know what I mean? With them. But like, you know, I hit rappers that I really listen to. So,
Yeah.
he's one of them spitters. I mean, he had a platinum album with Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem ain't just doing an album with just anybody.
He's an alien, man.
Yeah.
He's an alien.
All right. Let's move on to the next one right here.
Ah,
This
yeah,
is every pick here. is
should have like a
legendary.
crazy night, yo.
Talk about
Oh,
this right
Scott
here, bro.
Storch. Yeah,
Night of
yeah.
rock stars.
Talk about this, bro.
How much E y'all popped that night?
Nah, I ain't never pop a pill, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Only thing I ever did was weed.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, on my
But talk
mama.
about this, bro. As a producer
so-
in me, I gotta know what went down.
So I had some investors behind me, some millionaires, and
Dope.
they was investing in me at the time for like a group thing with me, Rel, and 40, and we was in the studio. So we went to he had connections with Scott Storch, and we ended up going to Hit Factory on South Beach. What is it? What's it called? Yeah, but South Beach Hit Factory, I think. It's not. But anyway, Lil Wayne owns one side. Scott Storch had a studio on the other side. Cool dude.
Yeah.
It's my guy. You know
That's
what I mean?
recent, though,
Gave me
right?
like four beats. Yeah, that was last year maybe.
When y'all, yeah.
Cause y'all dropped that that joint.
The Upstage. We dropped that
Upstage.
in 2018 though.
18,
We was
yeah.
gonna do part 2.
A lot of people with this is the shit about with the internet. Just off the title off of that Upstage, everybody trying to flip that like y'all was trying to Dipset.
Yeah,
Like flip, like trying to not like trying to like undermine the Dipset shit.
like we were trying to diss.
Yeah, like and people flipped that like it wasn't about that.
I mean, but I did some few interviews that you know what I mean.
Cleaned it up, right?
That not
'Cause
really
niggas
cleaned
try
it
to
up.
flip
I
it.
cleared it up. You know what I'm saying?
Cleared it up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you know, people love. Like I used to do that as a hip hop fan. I used to just. I ain't hear no names, but I'd be like, yo, Jay-Z talking about this nigga, bro. I'm telling you, just listen. He talking about this nigga. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you know.
That's one.
I didn't take it nowhere. I just explained it, and that's what it is. And I still fuck with everybody. You know what I mean?
There was no fallout, right? It was just like people went their separate ways.
People just went their separate ways. But,
Exactly.
like, I just was in the studio a couple weeks ago with Jim Jones. Shout out to Jim.
That's dope.
You know?
I
So
think
y'all
that's what
niggas out there, stop with your motherfucking rumors.
I think that's what the streets think. Like there was a fallout.
Nah, yeah, niggas
you know.
love running with bullshit.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
love to twist
Yeah,
shit.
people,
That's the
people love entertaining negative shit. You know what I mean? You know, I get caught up sometimes looking at
We all
dumb
do.
shit,
We
fights,
all
and
do.
niggas beefing.
you get that part of the game. You get that. You know
Yeah, I get
that.
that.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah, I get the clout. You know, blogs do the interview with you and then put the crazy ass title like, yo, this nigga said such and such.
The
when
clickbait,
you
right?
really ain't say it. Yeah, clickbait. You know.
Not
But
over here.
I know it's
not
part
over
of the
here.
game. It's not nothing like I'm 100% with myself, so it's not really nothing that rubbed me the wrong way. But I can see clearly when I need to clear
Address
things up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's
For
the way
sure.
to move.
All right, so this is the last one, and it's kind of dope because it goes full circle now from like how everything started.
That shit look like a Star Wars picture from here.
Talk about it, bro.
What's going on?
Oh, I thought you was going back. You said where everything started.
Kind of like when the first pic that I showed. which
Oh,
was
okay.
Bird Call.
We started with you.
Was the Bird Call video, and y'all shot this around the same area.
Oh, on the same block. Yeah, we shot it. We shot it on the same block.
Yeah. Talk about
Crazy.
this, bro.
It was dope. Shout outs to my guy, Rage. He shot the guy that shot the one with Lil Wayne. Shot this one.
Wow.
Fire,
Yeah,
fire,
big
fire.
production.
Full circle right
Full
there.
circle.
$30,000-$40,000 production, right? You gotta really look at that video. Like I don't really, you know what I mean. But
Soak it
anyway,
in.
we had the drones. We, you know what I mean, but it was more like it just wasn't the same as Bird Call, but it was just dope the way we had it set up. You know what I mean? And you got dope ill shots.
because you did that on your own. Y'all did
Yeah,
that on
yeah,
your
yeah,
own.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fire.
Like y'all didn't have nobody do it. Y'all did that on that. Which
Yeah, we ain't have a
that,
label.
That feels,
Independent
that
is
feels
different.
bigger.
But I've been an independent artist. It's just I had to set as my machine.
Mm-hmm.
They had connections or whatever. And whoever I get to meet, I just rap my ass off, and I know they're gonna fuck with me. You know
Simple
what I mean?
as that. You know what you got. Let it loose.
And talking about like you being in that video with your brother, I feel like you show him a lot of support, and
Yeah, shout out
looks
to
like you're
Fred
proud
Money.
of him, man, of all the
Yeah,
moves
of
he's
course.
making.
That was Fred's song. That shit that's the most streams he got on the joint. Huh?
To be modest.
What's
Shouts
up,
to
man?
Fred Money, but yeah, nah, that was a dope song. I wish I would have kept it for my shit. I mean, shouts to
That
Dave.
beat, right?
Shouts, yeah, that shit fired. Shouts to Davies.
Davies is on it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
Speaking
my
of
guy
that, like
too.
how y'all do that? Like
Hold up. And that right there is searching for J. Come on, bro. That's right there, searching for J.R. Ryder, y'all.
Yeah.
how y'all do that? Like with the beats, right? Because you a beat. I know you a beat head.
Yeah.
Like I know, like you dissect them, you pick the right ones. Like, say Fred is playing some shit and you hear it and you're like, yo, damn, I want to get on it. You just get on. Like y'all had that conversation.
I don't say I want to
I
get
wanna
on
get on
it,
the
no
track.
homo, but I say like I want to use it for my shit. Huh? Oh man, shit get crazy.
Yo, what's going on?
Whoa!
You shit getting spicy.
Y'all niggas over here fucking giggling. Like, fucking happens.
Yeah, but
Whoa!
nah.
What?
Yeah,
some hens?
But yeah.
All right, yo, Figs.
Yo, my man.
Let's keep it moving forward.
But I'm gonna have to bring that shit back. How y'all like when Yeah, they get beats.
Like, if he hears a
right?
beat,
When
yeah,
they
yeah.
get- when he
When
hear a
I
beat.
if he's playing something, I won't say yo I want to jump on a record because I ain't gonna lie. Fred is the only person I do records with, really,
On the regular.
because he be on me. Yo, what's up? Do the rec because I'm always focused on my shit and recording. So you know what I mean. But
You
I
ever
usually
de-
just
you-
say,
you
let me
e-
keep it.
You
Let me-
ever
let me get
Debo
that.
the beat from
And
Fred?
Fred be like, Debo the beat.
Like Debo to be like, yo, Fred, I want this shit.
It's always compromise. It's always like, no, get on it. It's for my album. He say it's for his album. Get on it.
That's
Be like, yo, I
mean,
need it, but I'm putting you on it. So
yeah.
But honestly, with my beats, it's like nobody's hearing my beats. It's just me finding certain beats.
So
I'm a
you gotta-
YouTube beat
yeah,
head.
You gotta keep that shit in the
Like-
tuck.
Yeah,
You gotta hide them shits.
yeah.
Yo,
you gotta
be
hide.
you be searching J.R. Ryder type of beats.
Nah,
That's crazy.
like, I would do certain beats that from artists that are super. I study everybody.
I've seen that though. I've seen a producer be like, "Yo, J.R. Ryder type of beat."
Yeah, no, there is. It's just that I'm not that same artist. So I may do maybe one record here and there where it's like I want to dig in that bag again, but my sound, just me personally, my voice, everything about me evolves. So it's not. I'm not the same artist. I leveled up. You know what I mean? As far as vocab and just with the pen. If you look back, even at my interviews back then, you will see I say so much but so much words. Like I was shy. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Talkative like that.
Reels.
I just knew how to rap. I just wanted to rap. I didn't even want to do interviews.
I pointed out a Reels when we was playing your joints earlier, and I told you Reels, you said a line that was like, yo, you see, like that's grown man talk, like that's ill. You said, niggas don't see the stakes though, some shit like that. But you said steak with fucking rare. And I don't know, it'll come to you later. I'm gonna show you later.
Yeah.
But the way
I
you
got so
put that, it's like,
many
yo, that's
lines.
grown man.
Yeah,
so
nah,
that
nah, you
nigga
got-
like, yo, niggas going out to dinner, fucking
Nah, I appreciate that.
flipping
bro.
it. You know? Like,
I don't know what you're
that
getting
shit
at.
niggas don't think about.
I'm
you
getting
know?
kind of hungry right now.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'm on a 3-day water fast.
Wow.
So I should just turn my stomach upside.
Yo, we got Cherry Valley
Yeah,
around the
steak.
corner, yo. We
Damn,
order, kid. We
yeah,
order
I'm
out.
about to break that streak, baby.
But real quick, Figs, I think I see you rumbling and it's those notes and you got something on your sleeve, yo.
I had a question, but these niggas is puffing so much trees in here. Fuck, I forgot.
Can't even
I lost
read
my
my
train of
notes.
thought. Yo, but I hope I hope you don't lose your train of thought on this one. I think it's time we're gonna do a little trivia. We're gonna test your hip hop knowledge,
Okay.
your wisdom,
Yeah.
your character, baby.
Nigga said character. I didn't know that character though, bro.
Yo,
A nigga's character. Damn.
That was good. That was good.
That was personal, bro.
That came out of nowhere.
You basically said if you don't know this shit,
yo. A lot of the times when I look down, I don't have nothing in the paper. But I do it for the aesthetics, baby.
right.
My brothers know that. Yo, this is time for hip hop roulette.
Copy.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Boom! Yo,
Let's do it.
which rap group song "Fight the Power" was featured in Spike Lee's film "Do the Right
Yeah,
Thing"?
Fight the Power. You know I was like 2 years old, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna answer it though. Fight the Power. That was you trying to make me look crazy, huh? Nah, but I know it. I'm
You-
Dominican though, but
I know you know it. I know
Hold
you
on.
know it.
Yeah, we should ask him a fucking Anthony
Hold on,
Santos
that's
question.
Public Enemy #1.
Public
Alright, go
Enemy,
ahead.
Public
Ding,
Enemy.
ding, ding,
Shouts
ding,
to
ding.
Flavor
Wow,
Flav.
you
I was
got
in the
that.
club with him and Jadakiss in Miami.
What?
A couple months ago. Yeah.
All right. Yo, next one. In Nas One Mic, the song. Check this out. After the cop shot again, the bus stopped, glass burst, and what did the fiend drop? You want me to say the rhyme
Say it
again?
again.
What
Let's
did
go.
the fiend drop? After the cop shot again, the bus stopped, glass burst.
The
A
Fiend.
fiend dropped a.
Heineken.
Woo, let's go.
Alright, my man knows his shit.
2 for 2, yo.
I just
Yo.
gotta hear it. You saying it like you reading it out, so it's like my
You
hearing
sound
is
like you
different.
rapping.
I had reading
hearing it like
problems
you
when I
rapping.
was
That's
young.
so good.
I'm hearing it like you rapping that shit.
Yeah, I was in ESL. Yo, yo. All right, third one. Which rapper had the lyrics used as evidence against him by the police? The police. A. Little Snoop. B. Gucci Mane. C. Bobby Shmurda. D. Montana of 300.
What the fuck?
I didn't even know.
No.
I didn't even know the question.
Lil Snoop,
Pat,
nigga,
rest
what?
in peace.
That's Meek Mill artist.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Lil Snoop.
No, but I'm asking. It's
It's a trick question.
Ask the question.
Bobby Smurda.
Ask the question because I didn't even get the
Wait. He answered.
Bobby Smurda.
Yo, but pay attention, bro. Where you at?
No. I'm trying. I was
you
putting.
at, B?
I'm picking up what you putting down, but I'm
he
trying
writing
to
his own
fucking get to
trivia
it.
over there.
Word.
My man, he said, yo, get Anthony Santos. I'm like, how about I ask him an Anthony Santos question?
Nah.
Like, yo, ask him on Anthony Santos throwback,
Enrique
yo.
Iglesias, like
Yo, so, all right, which rapper?
Chayanne.
Move on to the next question.
Now, this is the third question. Luis Miguel. There's a Luis Miguel question. This is like the essence of hip hop. We celebrating 50 years of hip hop, so you know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? We taking it back to the 70s. I know you said you wasn't even born.
So
Pero
good.
tú sabes, vamos a hacerlo.
We came from that storm.
You gonna get this one too. I know. I got faith in you, brother. The New York City blackout of '77
Jesus.
saw the fast expansion of hip hop music in NYC. Why was this? A. Rioting. B. Lack of school funding. C. Disco was dead. D. None of the above.
My moms and dad didn't even meet yet. But hold on.
Damn.
Let me see.
You was babysitting.
Say
You
it
was so
again.
ahead of your time. You was babysitting your mom.
Huh?
The words of
Fred one.
Fred one, yeah.
Fred the
Fred
Godson.
the Godson.
Let me say it again so I could just catch it.
The New York City blackout of '77 saw the fast expansion of hip hop. That's when hip hop was booming.
Right.
Why was this in New York City? A. Rioting. B. Lack of school funding. C. Disco dead. It was dying. D. None of the above.
Damn, I want to say C, but
Those are three good. Those are three good options.
I want to say C, but I'll say
A,
none.
right? That's what I was going.
You want to
with.
say
I was
you
going
want?
with
You,
A.
we could give you a lifeline. You can ask your
Yo,
man's
call
in the.
Nah,
Fred
I
on-
want to say
yeah,
A.
call
What the
Fred
fuck?
on-
I just heard him.
Call Fred on-
Yo, you got it's all
It's cause it was because of rioting.
it's all in the editing,
Yo, but
baby.
bro, but listen.
Dime,
You
way.
asking me these questions, right?
Yeah.
That you Googled.
Nah.
Where you learned it at? You was
I learned it
there?
from hip hop.
Nah, who's hip hop? What the fuck?
What do you
Who's
mean?
that?
He heard it.
never-
That
You
nigga heard
actually
it.
talk
He
to
heard it in the
hip-hop?
song. That nigga heard it in the song.
Yo, nigga said 1977, riots in the park.
Yeah, yo.
Hip hop told me.
It was a double entendre. Y'all ain't hear it? Yo, you got it right. It was writing.
It was rioting?
Rioting.
Yo, let's go.
So what happened was a little hip hop lesson.
Okay.
Because it
Since I
was a
told you-
blackout in 1977.
It was a blackout in '77. That was the time where everybody was just getting the mixes. They
Where
were,
though? The
And-
whole New York?
Whole
New
New York
York,
City,
the whole scene.
especially where you from, up top,
Harlem?
baby, Harlem,
Bronx?
Bronx. And they were getting turntables. The most shit stolen was turntables, mixes, and speakers. Everybody was DJing the ass off, you heard?
So you
after
saying
the
that's
fact.
so you saying that's what sparked?
That was what sparked the whole hip hop movement.
But wasn't disco like dying out a little bit?
Around that time, yeah. But he's saying that because of the,
The reason,
blackout.
yeah, the
but because
reason.
of the blackout, that's what niggas most went to steal.
Right.
Was
Yo, my man
equipment, like
just-
music equipment, and that's
To
when
go
the
record.
parties really
Think about
started
House
going.
parties and
yeah,
shit.
think about the house
Nah,
party. They
that's
were
where he's
playing
going
disco,
with it.
and then they were catching the break beats in the disco.
Yeah,
That's what
turntables was special back then.
Yeah.
They were rhyming over the break beats off the disco record.
Yo, you just told me something right now, bro.
That's
I didn't
hip-hop,
know that
baby.
shit.
Yo, the last one.
I never thought about that though.
That was a
'Cause
nice lesson.
I remember the blackout in what 2001? No, 2003. The blackout, nigga. We went to Hollywood Videos when Hollywood Videos was still that was Blockbuster's
Racked up in
competition.
mad porno and shit.
My nigga, not porno, but niggas. My man was working there.
Milkman 1 and 2.
Drew. Drew was working there. He was like,
Shout
yo,
out
come
to-
through. Get whatever you want, Junction.
Yo, I remember
Like,
going.
yo, we went over there. I came out with like fucking a bag, knapsack of DVDs, bro. Because the shit was off, camera was off, everything was off.
But
We got
let's wrap this
invited.
up.
To the criminality.
I was in Jersey. I was in Jersey back then. I remember that. I went to the Walmart, broke wild fucking waters.
That was like 03, 02. I think it was 03.
Maybe
It was like a
03.
major
I
blackout.
was in DR when that shit happened.
Nigga, we was in
They were-
IMAX.
I'm like, yo, se fue la luz en Nueva York.
We was in IMAX when it
Like,
started.
that happened every day.
Yeah, they're like, yo, what you talking about? Shit?
So no,
I
no.
went to school in DR. I experienced that. Yeah.
Word with the blue shirt
Yeah.
and the
stupid
polo,
ass
the
zapatos.
polo blue shirt.
Dumbass shiny shits.
Wow. Yo, that's why parents would send their kids when their kids went, you know, either
But I
they
was
went.
cutting school though. I wasn't going. Like I would just go around the corner because I didn't know the neighborhood. So I would go around the corner and just sit into schools because I tried. I went in there, and math was like, bro,
You
it's
know,
like Chinese
you know-
to me.
you know
Spanish, it's like what?
yo, you know the whole
Algebra
movement?
in Spanish?
You know the whole movement. You know the
They
whole
say it
movement
every
in
day.
DR. You know
Yeah.
the whole movement in DR. That whole the la delincuencia, like they call it, came from niggas from New York going to DR, and our parents sending us there,
Yeah.
and niggas getting deported. Like that brought niggas brought that New York mentality to DR. That's what started all the crime over there in the 70s and the 80s.
Let's bring it back to New York though, right now. Let's wrap this
Yo,
up.
we
Yeah.
gonna take it to Harlem.
Yeah.
Take it to Harlem, yo. Let's take it to Mace. Feel so good. Remember that track, huh? You remember that track? Yo, Mace he just texted me. He paused on the text. Yo,
Yeah. What about it?
so Mace said he doesn't understand the language of which kind of people. A, fellas with no honeys. B, ladies that look funny. C, people with short money.
People with short money.
Nah, you got it.
Don't ask you about Harlem, bro. You go crazy.
bro.
I know. Yo,
I
my
didn't
man.
even know. I didn't
That's
even
what's
know.
up.
I didn't even know the game was still going.
I know you didn't.
Yeah, we know.
You're playing a game in your own mind right now. Yo, word up. And that was Hip Hop Roulette with J.R. Ryder.
Yeah.
Bow. Yo, my man didn't hear bow. Did he hear one bow?
Nah.
Nah. He didn't hear one
Bow.
bow.
None of my
My man
shit's
got,
wrong.
5 for 5,
Killed it.
100.
Steph Curry.
Yo, Steph.
Damn,
yo.
I got a bet today. I bet I won though. I know I won.
And
Yo,
shit.
Hope it
Figs,
wasn't
that
on
was
the
that was
Yankees.
great, man. Oh,
Today?
next one?
Today.
Fucking beautiful. Today. Yo, Figs, that was fucking awesome. He
Go
fucking
New
killed
York.
it.
Go New York. Go.
We got so many more questions for JR. We got a lot of shit going on. My man Figs got a great segment for you. Erupt. He broke down a bunch of your lyrics. And that's going to be for next time. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
With JR Ryder.
Smoke motherfuckers got the shit smoked out.
Okay. We hit the club. Gripping on the old heat. Purple in the air. Middle finger to the police. Fuck, but get it done. I'm skipping up the whole street. Tires looking like a nigga sitting on some slow 26. So sleek. Skipping with your old freak. I swear to God, I'm the flyest nigga on the whole east.